Hello, how are you? Before I get on to what happened at the main event SmackDown for August 19th, 2022, I just want to show free things I quickly bought today. Where I live at Walmart, they stopped carrying these Rational DVDs, and apparently WWE stopped making them, but I guess they started making them now because this is Hell in a Cell with Cody Rhodes. They had this one, Elimination Chamber with Brock Lesnar in the corner. I did not get that one because Brock Lesnar ruined that pay-per-view when he destroyed everybody in the chamber. They worked their asses off inside the chamber, then he came in last and destroyed everybody. And secondly, you have Roman Reigns Goldberg. But what's cool about this DVD is, besides, instead of a trading card, it came with a poster. That was neat. So I'm going to want to quickly show the poster. It is a pretty kick-ass poster. It says Hell in a Cell when it happened in Chicago, June 5th of this year, sorry. It's got Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Edge, Asuka, Bianca, and Cody Rhodes in the front. You can see the Hell in a Cell structure in the background. Kick-ass poster hat. I love it. I'm going to hang that up. Now, my good friend Jody Graves, he was collecting these Hot Wheel ones. And this is the one he said he needed. So I picked it up for him today, but I called him. Apparently he got it. I got it now. And then, there's a one I had, and I like Mr. Freeze from Batman. It's the Mr. Freeze ice cream truck. I had to pick that up. Now, on to the wrestling results. A main event this week. Shelton Benjamin took on Akira Tozawa one-on-one. One-sided match. Benjamin just beat the crap out of Tozawa. He owned Tozawa in that ring. Tozawa finally started getting a couple offense in, some kick strikes and some punches. And he ran at Benjamin. Benjamin threw him up in the air and connected pay dirt on the way down for the 1-2-3. The other match, the main event, is worth watching, folks, if you can find it. It's the Street Profits against the Alpha Academy. Great match. And it showed that Otis actually could do stuff. Because most of the matches of Alpha Academy, Chad Gable does all the work. So it's nice seeing Otis showcase what he can do. He just destroyed Montez Ford, folks. Like, he clotheslined him down. They had him running splash to the corner, and he picked up Montez Ford and just clotheslined from behind. They hit up jump up elbow drop on top of Ford. Ford went to tag out. Chad Gable tagged in, stopped him with a German suplex, then applied the ankle lock. Montez Ford got out of the ankle lock pretty quickly, though, and went running cross body. Chad Gable was thinking the same thing, and they both collided in the ring. That was a nasty collision. That looked painful. And then finally, they tagged out. D'Angle Dawkins finally got in, ran right at Otis, who tagged in. Otis just one huge backhanded fist. Floor Dawkins. They hit the running splash on top of him. Montez Ford broke up the free count. Then he sent Chad Gable outside the ring. And then Otis went up on the middle rope to do that splash. But just as like Piper Niven, when they go up on the ropes and they quickly jump off of it, you know they're going to hit the move. But when they get up there and stall and wait, you can tell they're waiting, which I don't like. Of course, Otis got up and waited, and the Profits hit a double-team back body drop blockbuster off the top rope onto Otis for the 1-2-3, so the Profits picked up the win. I was actually rooting for the Alpha Academy, because ever since the Alpha Academy lost those Raw Tag titles, they hardly win a match anymore. They need to start winning. Now on to SmackDown. SmackDown only had 3 matches this week. And I know what you think, just 3 matches, but one match was over half an hour, which was an awesome match. Talk about that one last. We had Liv Morgan took on Chelsea Blackheart one-on-one, non-title. This was a terrible match because Chelsea Blackheart is not all that good. She stood there like a deer in the headlights and waited for Liv Morgan to jump off the middle rope to drop kick her down. Like, if you're just going to stand there and wait for it, that's not good. I don't know what. At one point, Chelsea was trying to do a overhead suplex or something, and she dropped Liv Morgan. Liv landed awkwardly. Liv's like, enough of this crap. Bam, Oblivion, 1-2-3, match over. After the match, Shayna Baszler attacked Liv Morgan, and she went to stomp on her arm, but she's like, no, I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, you're going to say I can't compete at Clash of the Castle, or I wasn't 100%. So I'm going to beat you on 100% and take that title away from me. So she just hauled off, kicked on the side of the face instead. I like Shayna Baszler a lot. I also like Liv Morgan too. Then we had the final first round matchup of the Women's Tag Team Tournament. It was supposed to be Zoe Sparks and Nikki Niles from NXT, which I still don't understand why they were in the tournament, to take on Natalya and Sonya Deville. But Jody Sparks wrestled Mandy Rose on NXT this week, and she suffered an injury during the match, so she wasn't able to compete. And also, they were in Montreal, which, if you're not vaccinated, you can't wrestle, compete there, I guess. So, Nikki Nyons apparently was not vaccinated. The announcer said that, so that's why she was taken out of the tournament. So, they were replaced by Toxic Attraction about dang time. I was disappointed and shocked that they were not in the tournament because they're the longest running NXT Women's Tag Team Champions in NXT history. I know those titles haven't been around long, but they were the longest running champs so far. So I was kind of shocked they weren't in this tournament for the other titles. So we had the hot redhead Gingy and Jade. Sonya Deville delivered 2 nice swift kick strikes to Jade in the corner, then speared Gingy down when she was coming at her. Gingy went to do a Hurricanrana, and she attempted it twice and messed up both times. Like, I'm sorry, but if you can't do a Hurricanrana, don't attempt to do it. Because that's one of the most common moves to do. Sonya Deville was beating up on Jade, and so they sent Sonya outside the ring, and Jade hit a running cannonball off the ring apron, knocked down Sonya. And Natalya ran out over there to help her partner out, and Toxic Attraction double teamed her and threw into the steel ring steps. Then they put Sonya Deville back in the ring, and this was a cool double team move. Gingy hit a running Bronco Buster like X-Pac used to do in the corner. Then she walked away, and Jade just blasted Sonya with a running cannonball like Kevin Owens does in the corner. The isolated Sonya Deville just punished her for quite a while. Then Sonya got free, tagged in Natalya, who came in and started cleaning house like this is clothesline on Gingy. 2 back-to-back snap suplexes on Jade. And a German suplex on her. She went to apply the sharpshooter on one of the members of Toxic Attraction. And the other one had made the tag. So she knocked Natalya out from behind and pinned her for the 1-2-3. So Toxic Attraction moves on to the semifinals next week on SmackDown to face Raquel Gonzalez and Aaliyah. Where on Monday Night Raw, we have Asuka and Alexa Bliss against Dakota Kai and Io Shirai in the other semifinal matchup. It was kind of predictable, too, that the NXT tag team will win because Triple H is kind of favoring the NXT talent. I noticed that, like, Dexter Lumis is back. He was from NXT. Karrion Kross Scarlett's back. They're from NXT. Tommaso Ciampa's getting this huge push. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Ciampa. But I just noticed he's pushing all the NXT people where he should be favoring everybody. So hopefully he's going to start treating everybody equally. So it's kind of predictable that Toxic Attraction will win. It's the only downside to that. But it was a very good match to check out. Now, the last match to talk about. Match of the night. Awesome match. This went over a half hour. Fatal 5-way. The winner will face Walter for the Intercontinental Championship of Clash of the Castle. You had Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, Riddick Moss, Ricochet, and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Sami got a huge ovation coming out to his hometown. Corbin caught Ricochet coming during the match and delivered one of the best looking chokeslams I've seen in a long time. Then Sheamus and Riddick Moss, they just went right at each other as soon as the bell rang. They started brawling, went to the outside. They were brawling, throwing haymakers at each other, and both guys ended up throwing each other into the same barricade. That was cool. And at one point, I missed what happened outside the ring, but Sheamus' thigh on his leg was all bruised up, scratched up. It looked painful. You could tell Sheamus was hurting, but he continued the match. Corbin just floored Ricochet with a right hand. Then Sami Zayn went and jumped off the ropes, and he got smoked by Corbin with a right hand as well. Corbin's got a powerful punch, folks, because he's like a former 3-time Golden Gloves boxing champion, right? So his fist could do some damage. Ricochet finally had a top rope springboard crossbody at Riddick Moss. Then he drilled Corbin with a nice tornado DDT. They hit the recoil kick on Riddick Moss, poor guy. He just suffered a springboard crossbody, so I was going to recoil you, kick you too. Sheamus delivered a top rope white noise onto Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn's shoulder got hurt, or it was storyline. They sent him to the back. Because I read online today, there's no words where I read online that he suffered an injury. Sheamus delivered the 10 beats of the Bowery on Corbin. Then he delivered it to Ricochet. But when he delivered to Ricochet, he did the 17. 10 beats the Bowery, so 17 beats the Bowery to poor Ricochet. And then he delivered 10 beats the Bowery to Riddick Moss. That was cool secrets. Sami Zayn finally got back in the ring. Falcon Arrow to Ricochet. Blue Thunderbomb to Riddick Moss. Then he dove over the ropes, knocked down Sheamus and Corbin. He got back in the ring, overhit suplex Ricochet in the corner. They connected the Alua kick. And I thought he was going to win it. But all of a sudden, Corbin, last second, pulled Sami out of the ring, knocked him down outside. Corbin ran into the ring, went to deliver in a daze on Ricochet. Then out of nowhere, Sheamus delivered a huge bro kick to Baron Corbin. Sheamus won the match, folks. So a Clash of the Castle. Sheamus is going to wrestle. He's going to get a huge ovation like Drew McIntyre is going to be because they're going to be in the United Kingdom. But Sheamus versus Walter for the Intercontinental title, that's going to be... I don't want to see Ludwig, Riddick, Holland, and Pete Dunne. I don't want to see him out ringside. I want to see Sheamus and Walter just collide. Those two guys are just going to brawl and fight. That's going to be one hell of a match. I can't wait for it. So there you have it, folks. Definitely check out the Fatal 5-Way on SmackDown and the final first round Women's Tag Team Tournament. On main event, definitely check out the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Now, next week on SmackDown, they announced the semifinals for the Tag Team Tournament and Corbin versus Ricochet again. So that should be good. But something else happened on SmackDown I was not a big fan of. Hit Row apparently he's going to start a feud with the Mansoor, Mace, Max Dupree, and his sister, Maxine. Hit Row did a rap song. It was terrible. One guy kept saying, "We're back. We're back." Over and over and over and over again. I get it. Yeah, you're back. Congrats. But do we have to constantly hear it all the time? And the other guy, at one point, he stopped talking in the mic. And you can see his mouth's not moving, but you can hear the lyrics going, so that was pretty funny. And AEW, there's a guy named Mike Caster. He gets booed a lot for being a bad rapper. Well, I'm sorry, folks, but I prefer to listen to Mike Caster rap than Hit Row. Hit Row, they can wrestle as a tag team, but them singing, no, that don't work for me. I'd rather listen to Mike Caster. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.